Parenting Podcast. Wasn't that interview a week and a half ago tremendous with Jed Hafer? Check it out. If you have an interest in emotional intelligence, de-escalation, preventing anger from turning into violence, and Jed's work with law enforcement. Jed, a national speaker for Love and Logic for many years, a comedian for many years, and now co-founder of Mission Grace. Check it out. We had a great time. We're going to have him back again. I'm getting a ton of positive feedback about that interview from 10 days ago. Today I want to talk about, this week's Parenting Podcast, I want to talk about working on our hot buttons. Parents can quench hot buttons with preparation. Personal hot buttons take on a mild to severe range. Mild jabs usually consist of general complaints, right? Some of our kids might say, "You never help me. You always say no. You never let me go out. You are always too busy. You are always late." Of course, to a type A neurotic parent, these comments strike a deep chord, and they can trigger a major reaction in us. And perfectionists hate criticism. So these types of hot buttons. So one of the things that's really important is self-reflection, right? Self-reflection is the school of wisdom. A guy named Gracian said. And so it's really an excellent parent is a reflective parent. But the types of hot buttons that elicit reactions are subjective to each of us. These interact with the parent's personal weaknesses and insecurities. So we all have quirks. We all have those areas that we have tendencies towards reaction. And so through self-reflection, we can be aware of those tendencies. So when they're triggered in us, we can turn the volume down. We can turn the dial down. We can sort of quiet the whisperings. Because those old personal weaknesses, those old insecurities can come back. And teenagers generally know what our insecurities are. To one mom who spends a lot of time looking in the mirror and is overly concerned about weight, hearing the comment, "You're looking really fat," can cause a major blow up. Another parent may work hard trying to connect with his teenager's friends. His hot button that leads to hurt feelings is, "All of my friends hate you." Right? We know that can be manipulative. We know that can be a grind. That because there's some underlying resentment because that child wasn't given what they wanted, couldn't use the car, couldn't go out to a friend's the day before Thanksgiving, couldn't, just for whatever reason, they had this underlying resentment that was unresolved, so they made comments. The most severe type of hot button that interacts with caring parents' personal insecurities relates most strongly to the parent-child relationship. So I hate you. You're the worst mother in the entire world. You have no idea how to talk to a teenager. You don't understand me at all. You're the worst parent. My friends' parents understand them. Right? On a side, the issue truly is whether parents care. Engaging emotionally and flying off the handle is usually because parents do care. But we need to work on our self-regulation. We need to work on our self-reflection as parents. We need to know our hot buttons so when they're pushed, we can self-regulate. We can emotionally regulate. And instead, as Jed Hafer had talked about, we can work on empathy building. It gets the focus off of ourselves. So the way to prepare is through personal reflection on our issues. The goal of personal reflection is to know our own insecurities and to separate our personal hurt from our teenagers' inappropriate comments. Right? If feelings of hurt are elicited, we want to stay neutral. We want to maintain poise. And we want to recognize that statements made by the adolescents are inappropriate behaviors. And we want to go back to something that we taught early on. Look, I know you're angry, but can we just focus? When we're angry, we don't say mean things. Instead, we say, "I feel angry. about the specific thing that they feel angry about. So self-reflection, empathy building, and then teaching our children, teaching our teenagers to have handled themselves well, to have good, accurate, specific conflict resolution. Express how they feel. As the parent, we show empathy. We build empathy. And we teach the children to express how they feel. We validate their feelings, but remind them that we don't speak in those ways. Instead, let's handle things maturely with problem solving. So knowing your hot buttons, learning to dial them down, not reacting. And one of the keys to our hot buttons is just self-reflection. Living a reflective life. As the oracle said to Neo, know thyself in the Matrix. Living the reflective life. This is Dr. Daniel Van Ingen with this week's parenting podcast and knowing our hot buttons.